Welcome back to my kitchen. You guys, Easter is still on its way. Now, I think this is going to be it, you guys. I think this is going to be it for the Easter cakes. But this one right here, I have been waiting to try simply because I have this cotton candy oil. Listen. So, we're going to do a cotton candy pound cake, and with all the pastel colors, it just looks like Easter. So now is the time, okay? I'm also going to, before I forget, I do have my whisk attachment on. I like when I used that the other day, so we're going to use it again today. I wanted to mention that before I forget, okay? Today we're going to do Swans down, of course, goes without saying. 3 cups of Swans down cake flour, okay? And to that, I've added ½ teaspoon of baking powder. And you all, I'm loving this pudding, so we're gonna do some vanilla pudding in this one as well. I think, was this Aldi's? This may be Aldi brand, maybe. Anyway, vanilla, baking powder, and this is a small box, a 3.4 ounce box. So the baking powder and the vanilla have already been added to my flour, and I sifted it one more time. So this has the flour, the baking powder, and the pudding in here. Swans Down comes pre-sifted for you when you purchase it. When you pick this up off the shelf out of the grocery store, honey, it's already sifted. But once I add those ingredients, I like to sift it just one more time, okay? We also have 3 cups of sugar. And today, you guys, I'm going to do sour cream. So I have a cup of sour cream. And I'm not using the light sour cream. I'm using the 100% sour cream, okay? And also, oh, it is room temperature. And also, again, today, I'm going to do 6 eggs. So I have 6 large eggs here that I've already cracked. They are room temperature. And then I have 3 sticks of unsalted butter. It is room temperature as well. And some of you guys asked me about using salted butter. You can certainly use salted butter. If you do, then omit the 1/4 teaspoon of salt that I'm going to add. Okay, so I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of salt. If you use salted butter, just don't add any more salt. Okay? I think that's it. Now for the colors, now I was going to do, my favorite cotton candy growing up and going to the fair was the pink and the blue one. And I really liked that blue more than the pink, because the pink sometimes kind of had a medicine-y taste to me. Did it taste like that to you guys? Anywho, so I was in the store and I saw some cotton candy, and it was pink, blue, purple, and yellow. So I think we're gonna do all those pastel colors in the batter and make it look like that, okay? Now with the cotton candy, I'm probably gonna start with 4 dropperfuls of this cotton candy flavor. It's the Laura Ann oils. I purchased it from my local cake supplier. You can probably find it online somewhere, but I purchased it here from Miss Lou at Kitchen Cake Magic. But I want to taste the batter just with this oil, okay? Then I'll decide whether or not I want to add a little bit of my cream bouquet. I probably will, but I want to see what this tastes like just with the cotton candy oil first. All right, okay. And then like I said, here are my little pastel colors. That's going to give me the yellow, red, purple, blue. Okay. Okay, dokie, all right, chunky. All right, we're going to get mixed up. My oven is preheating to 325 degrees. Of course, I've thoroughly washed my hands. Don't be in the kitchen with nasty hands, because that's just nasty. I'm starting by adding my 3 sticks of unsalted butter to my mixing bowl. And then I'm going to add my 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Which is right here, already measured and scooped out. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to go on and add my, that's one, I'm going to start with 4. 2, 3, 4 dropperfuls of my cotton candy oil, and we're going to see how that tastes. So what I'm going to do is, when I start mixing, I'm going to mix this butter up a little bit by itself, okay? And then once I get the butter mixed up really good, let it mix for maybe about a minute or so, I'm going to slowly start adding my 3 cups of sugar. I'm going to cream this butter and sugar until it's light and fluffy. I cream for at least 10 to 12 minutes, okay? You don't want to rush this process because you don't want to hear the sugar crystals mixing around in your bowl, so it needs to be thoroughly mixed. Also, during this process, stop a couple of times and scrape down the sides of your bowl, because what you'll notice is that your butter and your sugar is going to collect here on the sides of your bowl. If it's up here, it's not getting cream, so scrape it down and then turn your mixer back on. I always cream on high, so for this mixer I usually have it on about 9. And I keep forgetting to say that, so I'm glad I mentioned it today. I have it on about 9 when I'm creaming. When I start adding my eggs, I usually turn my mixer down maybe till about 6. And then once I start adding my flour, I turn it down to low, so it's on maybe about 3. Okay, I'm so glad I remembered to mention that because I usually forget. Okay? So we're going to start creaming, and then I'm going to stop once it's done, and I'm going to show you exactly what light and fluffy looks like. So again, don't rush it, because you're going to mess up your cake if you don't properly cream the butter and the sugar. So I set me a timer, I walk away and do something else and come back and scrape down a couple of times, okay? Now if you don't do this right, it can make your cake heavy, it can make it dense, like really, really dense, gummy, make it fall. We don't, look, we need a pretty Easter cake, okay? 12 minutes later, we are light and fluffy, okay? So that's what we want. You see it's even gotten lighter in color, and the texture is just fluffy like cotton candy, okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start adding my eggs one at a time. When I add my eggs, I just mix for a few seconds, maybe about 8 to 10 seconds, until the yolk disappears for the most part. Okay, so once they're all mixed, then I'm going to add in my sour cream, just a little bit at a time. And then after I add my sour cream, I'm gonna slowly start adding my flour mixture, okay? Once you get to this flour, you definitely want to turn your mixer down and don't over mix. We're not trying to mix until that batter is just like silky smooth. That's not what we want, okay? So don't over mix. You'll see me add some flour and then I'll wait a few seconds and you'll see me add some more flour. That kind of gives you an idea of how long I wait in between adding more flour. Okay, and then once we do that, we're going to get this batter colored and then in the oven. Okay, so this part doesn't take as long as creaming of the butter and the sugar. All right. All right, two things. You notice when I first started pouring in my eggs, 2 eggs jumped in at one time. So if that happens, no worries. That's okay. Just mix a few seconds longer. Then you have that extra egg that wants to jump in. And also you saw I added just maybe about a half teaspoon of my cream bouquet. I also added 3 more dropperfuls of the cotton candy oil. So I added about, that was what, 7 in all, okay? All right, so now we need to color some batter so we can get this cotton candy look going on. Okay, my colors are mixed and we're just gonna alternate them in the batter. Like so. It's okay if we get the colors mixed at this point. And I wanted to make sure that I kept them these really light pastel cotton candy looking colors. Okay. Okay, batter is in. Hitting it under the bottom to release air bubbles. And that's what we look like going in, okay? I bake my cakes in the middle of my oven, so I adjust the rack, one of the racks, to where it's right in the middle of the oven. And that's where I bake my cakes. We're on 325. I'm going to set the timer for about an hour, 10 minutes, okay? We have been baking an hour and 10 minutes. So now we're going to sit here and cool for about 10 before we flip. All right, we are flipping. Pretty. I see some color kind of right in that area. Y'all see it? Okay. So we're going to cool for a while. I'm not in any hurry. I really don't want it to be warm because that glaze will glide right on off, okay? And I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I know I want to do something pretty. Kind of like what I did with the M&M cake the other day. So we are making glaze. I always make my glaze or mix it by hand. I never use a mixer. I don't measure. I just pour. But this is a little over 2 cups of powdered sugar. I'm going to do just a little bit of this cotton candy oil. About half dropper full. Then we're going to add a little bit of milk. Always add your milk a little at a time. You don't want to add too much at one time, because if you add too much and it's too loose, you're going to have to add more powdered sugar to compensate. Okay? I like to have mine a little on the thick side when I first start mixing it up, because that way I can get it smoother quicker. When it's thick, it helps me get it smooth. Great arm workout, and just that quick. We've got glaze, okay? Just like that. So I'm still trying to decide exactly how I want to do this glaze. Do I want all the pastel colors in it? Is that what I want? Like, now I wish you guys could talk back to me. I think the one I did yesterday with the, or the other day with the M&M cake, I absolutely loved that glaze. And I kind of want to do something similar, but I want to do pastel colors. You know, I want it really, really light. What y'all think? Y'all talking to me? Okay. I think I'm going to do all the pastel colors that's in the cake. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. And I'm pretty much doing like the same thing that I did yesterday or the other day. I'm saying yesterday because yesterday was when that cake uploaded. But I'm doing, you know, kind of like the same thing, but I'll need the colors to be really pastel-y. Those colors were dark. Now, I know I did not do orange in the cake for the cotton candy. But y'all, I want just a little bit in this glaze. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay? Okay, so this is what we're looking like. So let's see what we come up with. See if we're going to be looking like cotton candy. I was wanting some of the white to show through on the other cake, but it was just so colorful. So let's see what we end up with this one. Cotton candy pound cake with a beautiful, colorful, pastel, Easter looking cotton candy glaze. Of course, the extra glaze is down in the hole. Okay, you guys, this is the last one for the kiddos, at least for Easter. It is time. That's pretty. Is that your phone?
Yeah, girl, I don't know how to use my phone.
You don't know how to use it.
Girl, I did. I'm in the modern technology now.
I doubt that very seriously. Aww.
Oh, my phone ain't working.
Aww. Oh, look, you guys. Look at her. Hey, pretty.
What you got? Oh, that's pretty. That's real pretty. That's a tie-dye cake.
It is not.
It's not? What is it then?
You're looking at racing.
What?
What?
This cream cheese is on top of things. I'm telling you, it just makes it so moist. I got it.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
You got
It
it?
makes it so moist.
You got it?
Why?
Ain't no cream cheese in this cake, honey.
I don't want to be here no more.
Oh, ain't no cream cheese
I don't
in
want to be here
this.
no more.
I did sour cream this time.
That's the same thing. Cream cheese and sour cream. It's the cream.
Let me see.
That's your piece keep getting bigger and bigger, Donna. Start licking my cake before I give it to you. Just you.
I don't feel about you licking. I still want some of my tissue.
Alright, good. You just kind of, it's like you just.
I need to cut another little piece to open it up so you can see it.
It's like people just eat just, I don't know, man. Whatever, I just eat the cake.
So you can see it. You see I'm not paying you any attention, right?
That's just a pretty cake right there, for real.
You want me to tell you?
How you get it? What you do?
You want me to tell you what kind it is?
Look like an Easter bunny cake.
See, this one didn't have no pink in it. It look like an Easter bunny cake. Let me move the little crumbs over.
How did it do that? It changed colors. How did it do that? Seriously.
Look, y'all. What does it remind you of, though, honey? Does it remind you of anything in particular?
Some of the suits I used to wear when I was little.
Don't tell nobody that. Don't tell nobody you used to wear pastel color suits.
I'm just saying, baby, it was.
Oh Lord,
Just had to get what you can get.
That was the wrong answer. Bless it. Okay, honey.
It's pretty.
You know what it's called? So it's, what is it? Purple, green, and yellow on this side, and then pink, purple, and green on the other side.
What's this called?
Cotton candy.
It sure look like
Like cotton candy.
Now that you say that, it
And
does.
this glaze looks different than the other one because it's the other one was a little darker. It's neat, ain't
Now
it?
that you say that, it does.
It look like cotton candy.
It does look
And I
nice.
actually have cotton candy oil in it.
What's cotton candy on?
It's like, hey, I have a plate.
I get nervous. Y'all
I'm
don't
going
touch
to eat the corn off of this one. That yellow is pretty.
They call it crayon.
So I can taste it again.
It's good. It's good. So what's this? This not what cheese is in this? It does.
I did sour cream and I did pudding.
See, that looks like the cotton candy right there. That
I
reminds me of
started to
cotton
do
candy.
it just blue. And I started to do it just blue and pink because my favorite was the pink. I mean, last. My favorite was the blue.
I thought it was yellow.
No, my favorite cotton candy was the blue. But then I was in Burlington and I saw this cotton candy and I said, okay, well, I'll do it those colors. So that's why I decided to do more than just the blue and the pink.
How do you make the colors?
Huh?
How do you make these colors?
I have to separate the batter, so I separated it, what was it, 4 times? Purple, yellow, pink, blue. Yeah. Oh, and I did add a little bit of orange. No, I added the orange in the glaze.
But this raised my cholesterol. I'm just trying to say I like it.
You like it?
I mean, why?
You always liking it.
Why are you laughing?
Because you act like that's something new to me. He like it. Is that new to you guys? No.
It's different. You're up to something.
I'm not up to nothing, honey. I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat.
Me too. I ain't ate nothing all day.
But you guys, this was it. I think this was it for my little Easter cakes. And like I said, that was so pastel-y. It just looked like Easter. And that's just why I wanted to do it. I started to try to decorate it some, but I just decided not to do the most.
How you gonna decorate? What you put on? What you gonna put on?
Make it look like Easter bunny stuff. You could have put some of the grass coming out the top of it and put some little fake Easter eggs on it.
Oh, okay.
Look.
Okay. No, it tastes good. It's really good. It really is good. So, what part is mine?
Anywho, thank you guys. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so and hitting the notification bell.
Hit the nosy.
Hit the nosy. When you hit it, it shakes. That's that. Shake something. Shake something. Shake something. Shake something.
What was I just thinking?
Hey, I don't know what you were just thinking.
You don't know everything
You
else
hungry?
about me? Oh, that's what I was thinking. Let's go on eat. Let's go.
Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. We certainly hope you all have a wonderful Easter, a happy Easter. Remember, a whole lot can happen in 3 days. Yes, sir. He got up.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Thank you, Jesus.
A whole lot can happen in 3 days. A lot can happen in 3 days, guys.
For real, for real. Okay, you guys. Well, look. Thank you guys so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us again next time. Bye.
Hit the nosy.
You said this. Tell them bye.
Oh, bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm mad. Forgive me.